Here's a high drive into deep right field. Going back, Tatis at the warning track, at the wall. Goodbye!
Deep to right field, ranging back Tatis, all the way to the wall.
Get into the gap. Is anybody there? No. There it comes. And the throw. Not in time. And this one is over.
What is up, everyone, and welcome to today's post-game show. Happy Thursday, everybody. And today, the Giants salvage one in Boston. The offense didn't really break out like I was hoping it would, but a gutsy performance from Kyle Harrison, who didn't have his best stuff. He was getting squeezed by the umpire, but he still got through 5 innings, and then the bullpen was able to hang on, and the Giants end up winning it 3-1 today. So we're going to take that victory for sure. Mike Yastrzemski, slowly but surely coming out of the horrible funk he was in to start the season, and Yastrzemski with a big bomb, but the Giants end up winning this one. Thanks in large part, again, the bullpen, Walker, Miller, Rogers, and of course, as you just saw, Camilo Doval with a relatively stress-free 9th inning today. So we'll take that one all day. I want to say hello to everyone and welcome to the post-game show brought to you by everyone in the chat. 15 right now. 15. Let's do better than that. This is a win. This is a W. What's going on? Peter Bishop, Dave Auburn fan. Kayla is here. Eric is here. What's going on? Warlock is here. Thank you for being here. Michael Roeder, of course, finally. Big win. Almost a must win today because you definitely did not want to get swept in Boston. Like I said yesterday, people were in the chat saying we're getting swept. Like we can't get swept. We cannot get swept. What'd you catch? The game? What did you catch? DK Reviews. KM 1031 is here as well. We will break this one down. And, but, you know, it was the offense wasn't great. I'm not going to lie. I mean, 6 hits today, 6 for 31. Not fantastic, but the Giants were putting the ball in play. Did hit the ball hard quite a bit. Didn't strike out a ton. Austin Slater did, so I'm not sure what we're going to do with Austin. But other than that, I mean, even yesterday, it hit the ball pretty hard. So I'm trying to not overreact to the lack in offense, and you know, especially we get a win here off to Philadelphia, and hopefully the bats will break out there because you're not gonna get back to 500 and get in a pennant race if we can't score more runs. But luckily things worked out for the best today because the Red Sox didn't hit either. Just 4 hits today for the Red Sox, and Giants get it done in a very big way today. So shout out again, Mike Yastrzemski. He's coming out of it. What's his batting average now? I want to say he's getting close to the Mendoza. He's over the Mendoza line. He's at 242. That's not even that bad. Relatively speaking, where he was, the fact that he's got to 242, he must be hitting well over 300 to go 400 just to get to that point over his last 15, 20 at bats. So Mike Yastrzemski is definitely turning things around. What's up, Michael Roeder? Bye, Victor. If the bats are like this in the Phillies series, we're going to get swept. Yeah, because the Phillies are going to score runs. The Phillies got better offense than the Red Sox. There's no doubt about that. They had a day off today, so they're going to be well rested. And I'm not even going to argue with what you're saying right there. The Giants need to hit better in Philadelphia. I'm not sure. We'll check out if we're going to be facing, some of their better guys. They got, obviously, I haven't looked at where they're at right now, but Zach Wheeler, Aaron Nola, guys like that, we'll see who we're going to be facing. But I know that we're going to be facing Bryce Harper, Alec Boehm, Bryson Stott, a lot of good hitters. Whit Merrifield can still swing a little bit. You know, Alec Boehm, I think I said him already. So Trey Turner, of course, and the list goes on and on. Nick Castellanos, okay, Kyle Schwarber. I mean, they got guys. And so that's going to be a fun series, but we'll see how it goes. But right now, we're just going to enjoy the victory. The Giants have actually hit harder than the Red Sox this series, but have had bad. Like I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. I feel like they've been hit the ball pretty hard. Today, they put the ball in play, and hopefully some of those balls will land in the next series. I don't care who's pitching. Pinch hit Fitzgerald. No excuse for Slater hitting. Eric Miller is now my favorite out of the pen. Eric has been looking great lately. Almost every time he comes out of the bullpen, he's been throwing that shutout inning, whether it's an opener or today in the 7th inning, came out and just threw absolute perfect baseball, 1-2-3 inning with a strikeout. Very nice job there. Tyler Rogers, to the whole bullpen, came through today, and we needed it. It really was. I wasn't that, even when the Giants were up 3-1, I was like, Red Sox got 3 innings to do something, and they probably will do something, and they never did. So I wasn't feeling super confident with that 3-1 lead. We'll break it down. So let's talk about what happened exactly today in this game. Things, honestly, like I said, Harrison didn't have his best stuff, but he throws 5 innings, giving up just 1 run. Very impressive job for a guy whose command is not quite there. And still, he's got the nasty stuff, and it just got enough to get through 5, and ends up having a very nice day today, even though I don't think he gets the win. Did he get the win? No, actually, Ryan Walker got the win because the Giants didn't take the lead until the top of the 7th inning. But things got started with Mike Yastrzemski in a solo shot, and of course, that's big because Mike Yastrzemski, remember his grandfather, of course, Carl Yastrzemski. Hello. Fenway Park. This was his, Carl Yastrzemski used to just hit balls off the wall there all day long. And of course, had that great career. So many great moments that he had at Fenway, and his grandson there. He's homered before here, but hit one here. A big time shot right there for the Giants to get out in front 1-0. Unfortunately, the Red Sox quickly tied it up. Rafael Devers had a base hit. Tyler O'Neill, former Cardinal slugger, hit a double to tie it up at 1. And the game stayed that way until Harrison fought through that 5th inning. It was only like 87, 90 pitches, but 2024, we take guys out if they throw more than 80 pitches. It's like, we got to take them out now. Like what? Back in the day, you could go, it wasn't about pitch count. It was about how you felt, how you were looking, how strong you are. But these days, it doesn't matter. You could have the ability to throw 150, you're not allowed. Or you might only be a guy who can throw 50, you're still going to go 80 to 100. Because that's what we've decided is ideal, even though everybody's different. But I digress. 1-1, top of the 7th inning. That's when things happened for the Giants. Matt Chapman had a base hit to drive in a run. Or no, actually, he didn't drive in a run. I apologize. It was Tyro Estrada's base hit that drove in a run, made it 2-1 at that point. And then Nick Ahmed with a sac fly. 3-1 Giants, and that's how this game ended. So we'll take this W here. We have the streak. The streak does not end today. I was hoping it wouldn't end today, of all days, where we get a win. The Salvation Army, Rancho Cordova Corps, and that's a $2 super chat. Harrison will be great. Go Giants. Thank you so much. The Salvation Army, Rancho Cordova Corps for the super chat. Refs winning 3-1. What's up, Mile High? Eric, no Debbie Downer. To have to hit again. Hicks, Webbs, and Keaton, 3 wins, and we'll be checking out who's going to be pitching. Yes, this streak shall not end. And at this point, like I don't know if I can't let the streak end. So if I do a live stream and I go on 30, 45 minutes and we haven't had one, we may just keep rolling. Hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, we just keep rolling because the streak has got to continue. But we'll see when that happens. If that happens this year, y'all have been amazing. Thank you so much. But there's not a whole lot to talk about. I mean, the offense wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. The pitching really was what shined today. And Kyle Harrison, 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 7 strikeouts. Despite, I really didn't think he was as sharp as he's been in the past. And he's, based on the line there, you can't ask for more than that, more than a quality start right there. So a great performance from Kyle Harrison. And obviously, shout out to Mike Yastrzemski as well for the bomb and a couple of key hits. But just a W is what counts. Like whenever we lose, people say an L is an L. Well, in this case, a W is a W. A W is a W. So we're going to take this win, take it to the bank, cash it, and deposit it. And tomorrow is going to be another game. Like I said, the Phillies have a day off. Not a lot of games today. Just to break it down, though, I think there was only 5 or 6 games. Looks like 6 games. The Mets and the Cubs are in extra innings, 5-5. Rangers at Arlington, 3-0 over Washington. Houston and Cleveland will play later. Miami actually beat the Rockies again. The Rockies are so bad they can't even beat the Marlins. It's getting embarrassing. 7-2 Baltimore over New York Yankees. So tomorrow, May 3rd, okay, el tercer de mayo, and unfortunately, it's an Apple TV special. Apple TV. I might get on a plane to Philadelphia rather than buy Apple TV. My browser has lost connection to your screen share audio. Try sharing your screen and restarted for browser. Are we okay here? Am I live? What happened here? Virtual tie with San Diego. My Nats swept the Marlins. Rockies are bad. Rockies are bad. So, yeah, absolutely. So, I'm sorry, I got a little distracted, a little error there. But yeah, it'll be an Apple TV special. I don't watch, so I won't be watching tomorrow's game. The only way I'll see tomorrow's game if I literally fly to Philadelphia, but I probably am not going to do that. Hanging around 500. Okay, so it's going to be Aaron Nola tomorrow against Jordan Hicks. Jordan Hicks has been fantastic, 2-0, 1.59 earned run average this year. Aaron Nola, 4-1, 3.2. He's doing what he does. He's very consistent, doesn't have a lot of bad starts. So I don't, if tomorrow's the day for the offense to break out, it's going to be tough because Aaron Nola is good. Obviously, the bullpen, but the Phillies bullpen, which has been known for being pretty crappy in the past, especially like the past 5 years or so, going back to like 2019, 2020, 21. I think their bullpen's a little bit better now. Jose Alvarado, Jeff Hoffman, Gregory, just looking at it, Gregory Soto, Sir Anthony Dominguez, Matt Strom, Junior Marte. We know about him, obviously. So the bullpen looks a little better by name. I don't know how they've been doing this year. I'd have to talk to Phillies fans. I haven't been following them that closely, but I see decent names there. So I think it's going to be a challenge. I think this series is going to be a big series. If the Giants can go win 2 out of 3, I'll take it. It is a 3-game series, I believe. I got to double check that. If the Giants can take 2 out, I don't expect to sweep the Phillies. It's actually a 4-game series. My apologies. 4-game series. Wow. Let's not. A sweep would be on the road in Philly would be unexpected. The Phillies are 21-11. They're one of the better teams in the game right now. I think 2 out of 4 is acceptable. 3 out of 4 is ideal. 2 out of 4 is acceptable. 3 out of 4 is ideal. We got Eric. I swear, if Farhan stays, puts or makes an AJ Pollock. Yeah, I've been preparing for the trade deadline and the MLB draft every single day. I'm preparing for that one day. I have been all over it. So you're right. And I'll freak out too if we get another AJ Pollock. Randy didn't like the super close strike zone, hurt us more. I'm thinking, yeah. Well, I'm not going to complain. Most umpires are actually a little crazy, like they love to call strikes. It was a tight zone, but I think it was actually probably fairly accurate. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at it, but I've always been a hitter, so I've always appreciated it to smaller zones because if the ball's off the plate, it should be a ball. That's how I always felt. If the ball's off the plate, it should be a ball. If the ball's high, it should be a ball. If it's low, it should be a ball. The pitchers already have the massive advantage over us. We can't hit them. We got like a 3 in 10, 30% chance at best of getting a base hit. So Randy Rudolph said, not 4-9, but I do think it did work against us today. I'm not going to argue with that, but luckily got the win in the end. Corona Accounting Solutions missed yesterday's post game for the streak. Luckily, somebody stepped it up yesterday, Jason Corona, and the streak continued. The streak continued, and there's a $9.99 to continue the Corona streak or start a new one. Thank you so much right there. That is incredible. But yeah, somebody picked it up tomorrow, and somebody picked it up today just in case you didn't show up. Salvation Army, Rancho Cordova Corps was all over it just in case Corona and Rudolphson didn't show up. Salvation Army Rancho, one of y'all 3 is showing up, and then of course there's several others who support the channel as well. Just amazing. I don't even know what to say, guys. Like every day I'm just in absolute just shocked that I get the support that I get. And not that I'm one of the biggest YouTube channels, not even close. We're probably on the smaller end, actually, but still, I do really appreciate it. Tread Dynamite, how about Vladimir Guerrero? I've heard about Toronto blowing it up, possibly trading Vlad, which is hard to imagine him in another uniform. But by all means, let's get him for sure. I would love to have Vlad. Obviously, the Giants we have a pretty full roster, but I think there's some room to maneuver some guys. And obviously, one of the first guys that we're looking at is Austin Slater, and he's not getting a lot of playing time. I feel bad for the guy. He's been in the big leagues for a long time. The guy can play. I hate to hate on someone who's been a staple on this roster since 2017 and has played in over 100 games every single year since then. So every single year, even 2020, he played in, I said he played in over 100 games. Let me rephrase, over 100 plate appearances. I meant to say he hasn't played in over 100 games every year, obviously, because we didn't even have 100 games in 2020, but he did have over 100 plate appearances. So he's a guy who's played pretty decent amount every single year for a long time. He's been in a Giants uniform. We don't see that a lot these days. So I appreciate that. But 103 batting average, 3 for 36. He's only struck out 7 times, though, so it's not like he's striking out. He's putting the ball in play. Could be a bad luck thing. Might have to look at some of the advanced stats to really decide. But we definitely need to get more out of him. Good channel. Thank you so much. And yeah, I've been working on some videos, some more documentaries. We're trying to grow here. Working every day, working on my top 200 prospects list on my website. That should be done, I'm hoping, in about a week or two. But it takes a lot of research, a lot of research to decide and look through all the prospects in college and high school. I've been all over it though. So I'm going to be more knowledgeable this year. I'm always somewhat knowledgeable because I follow college baseball, but it's usually just a natural knowledge from just watching, you know. This year, I'm not only watching, I'm digging into it. So I want to know so anyone who gets drafted in the first 2-3 rounds, I should know who they are. And even after that, I should know about half or so of the players draft. It's impossible to know all of them. There's too many freaking high schools to know all of them. But you're not going to have a post game without Super Chat this season if I can help it. Thank you so much. That means a lot. That means a lot. But tomorrow, we're off to Philly and in West Philadelphia, born and raised. Anybody watched Fresh Prince growing up? Because, I mean, I know some of y'all must have, right? And I wonder if youngsters watch shows like that today. You know, I knew when I was growing up, I watched old shows. I watched like Andy Griffith Show and old shows that were before my time. So I assume people today do as well. But Giants win the game 3-1. And today's player of the game, nobody other than Yaz really had a massive day at the plate. And Yaz didn't have a massive day, but he did hit a home run. So that's nice. I only had 2 at bats. But because of that, I'm going to go ahead and you can give it to a bullpen arm, Doval with his 6th save of the year, Tyler Rogers, but I'm going to give it to Harrison because I think Harrison battled hard today. 7 strikeouts in 5 innings, gave up just 1 run, 3 hits. Despite being a little shaky, walked 5. Like I said, the command wasn't the best, but Kyle Harrison had a great start. This is against big league hitters, 5 innings and 1 earned run. You know how hard that is to do? It's just crazy how good these pitchers are to be able. The fact is, Major League Baseball's not that like leagues and college leagues and high school leagues. They see a lot more offense, and you would think in the big leagues you'd see even more, but you don't because the pitchers just shut them down, and the wood bats probably don't help, but the pitchers just shut them down. It is incredible. So big shout out to Kyle Harrison, player of the game today. Thoughts on Slater? Mine is he needs to go. That's a $5 super chat. I got to thank everyone for the super chats. And like I was just talking about it, like I don't know, you know, if he's definitely one of the first you think about going because he's hitting so poorly, but at the same time, I mean, he's been putting the ball in play, hasn't struck out a lot. I think we have to look at the advanced stats that I'm not that great at looking at, but clearly with the regular stats, it's just been bad. 31, he's age 31, so 31 years of age, not old, but he's not, you know, he's not a prospect anymore. He's been long removed. He's not a prospect. And if he was going to be an everyday contributor, he would have been by now. So Austin Slater is kind of injury prone. He's just a fill-in 4th outfielder guy. You could find someone else easily. The only reason to keep him is nostalgic purposes because he's been here a while. That's the only reason. Or if you think he's going to turn this around because he is not played well at all. But his strikeout rate's only 19.4. It's not bad at all. It's the best of his career. His walk rate's the best of his career. He's walking and he's limiting strikeouts. Batting average with balls in play is 136. That indicates some possible bad luck right there. Like he's putting the ball in play, he's not getting hits. We need to see like barrel rate and stuff like that. Is he barreling up the ball and things of that nature? And that takes a little bit of an expert to look into. I'm not the best at it, but I do think he has had some bad luck just from watching him. So we'll have to wait and see. But he's definitely on the hot seat. He's definitely on the hot seat. It doesn't matter, bad luck or not. You're not contributing, and you're already a fourth outfielder. You're on the hot seat. Will Smith is fine, but his kids are a couple of weirdos. Now, Will Smith might be somewhat of a weirdo too after the slap heard around the world. I actually made a video at the time, but since that video, I kind of have I'm pretty much team Chris Rock. Like you just cannot go up on stage for the comic making jokes and slap him in the face. I don't care how offensive you thought the joke was or whatever. That was just really, really out of line. I like Yaz, but the time to trade him is now. His whole family is a train wreck. He has struck out a lot. Fitz should have come in for Yaz as pinch hitter. His wife is a piece of work. They're all nuts. We're talking about Will Smith. His wife put out a book as well lately, and I haven't read it, but and they're celebrities, man. They're in a different world. Normal people are dysfunctional. So celebrities, I mean, who knows? You know, they're in a whole different world. We don't know them. We know that they're crazy, but we don't know them personally, and just watch their movies. I watch their movies. Some of these celebrities are straight up menace to societies. Like, and I still will watch them on TV. And like, they're good actors. They're crazy, but I don't think about that when I watch the movie. Eric, if Craw has gone, Slater has to go. 3 pitches and grab some pine will not cut it. Today was not great. Eric, good takes. I do appreciate it. Some celebrities are down to earth, but very few. You know, I don't really, big league players, are they celebrities? Most of them are not. They're not really celebrity to us, maybe. Like Mike Yastrzemski. Mike Yastrzemski could probably walk into any Walmart outside of San Francisco and nobody will probably say shit. Nobody's gonna be like, somebody might on a rare occasion, but for the most part, nobody's gonna recognize him. Like I would. I don't even, but most people wouldn't recognize these guys, unless you're Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani, and even those guys could probably walk into a Walmart and be okay. But when you're you're Will Smith, Denzel Washington, those are the guys, you have no chance. You have no chance. What's the singer, the girl? Can't remember her name. Country singer. She used to be a country singer when she was good, but I can't remember her name. Shows you how much I pay attention to the big celebrities. You guys know what I'm talking about. She couldn't walk into any store without getting mobbed. Taylor Swift. Yeah, Taylor Swift. I couldn't even remember her name. I told you I have a brain block of remembering names. Taylor Swift is she's a mega superstar. She couldn't walk into any store without getting completely mobbed. I actually feel bad for people. I would hate that. I would hate that. I would never get that big. Thank God. I wouldn't want to be that big. Eric, are you content with Ahmed playing every day? He supplies great defense. His bat has been a little sluggish. I don't know. I'm feeling Ahmed's getting, I loved his spring training. I think he deserved to make the team. Ahmed's feeling a little sus lately. He hasn't been hitting this series, but we're going to give him some time. He's not a type of guy you just cut just because he's had a few bad games off the plate, but that defense does make up for it in a big way. So I think Nick Ahmed's not going anywhere anytime soon, but he is 1 for his last 21. 1 for his last 21. So Nick Ahmed knows that he needs to get it going. He needs to get it going. Mike Trout is back on the DL. Oh, I like that, calling it the DL, going the old school style. I heard that. Eric, you're the most base celebrity we know. You even duck the fuzz like we do. Yeah, thank God I'm not actually a celeb because I have never in my life, other than at a Giants game, had anyone recognize me. And that's how I like it. Let's keep it that way. But I do appreciate that very much. She hasn't been country. Oh no, she used to be country. She was good. But yeah, I don't know what it's pop now, obviously, and I'm not really into it. But no disrespect to anybody who enjoys her music, but I don't think it's about her music. I think it's about her. Just she's just famous. You know how celebrity works. It doesn't matter. You can make the best song ever written, but nobody cares unless um, you're a celebrity. Then you're the best thing since sliced bread. People just want to see you, but that's how it is. Chapman had a crucial hit. Yep, he did. Shout out. Matt Chapman's been having some. Matt Chapman's not been just tearing it up, but he does seem to have some clutch ability. He's been getting some hits in some key moments this year. I walk into Walmart and get mobbed by security. Michael Roeder. Yeah. Now, when you can't walk into a Walmart, that's a problem. I mean, there are bigger celebrities, than even actors and stuff. And obviously, that I couldn't imagine. I just could not imagine. Like, you just don't have freedom. You can't just drive around. You can. You're allowed to, but there's a consequence. There's a consequence. You gotta be like, hey, look, man, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'm just trying to do my shopping. If you guys please. Oh my God, people screaming. I'll take the old style country. I'd be starstruck if I ran into. Oh, Jason Corona, you don't need to be starstruck. Trust me, bro. Trust me, my man, dude. I'll be starstruck if I run into Jason Corona. Let's not get it twisted. But I'll be at Oracle. I was planning to go to some of these Dodger games coming up this month. So we'll see though. We'll see though, because I have a lot of purchases to make this month, including the new computer, but you guys have made it happen. So the computer's happening this month. It's not even a question. And I got tickets to those games. So I should be there for some of these Dodgers games this month. I got tickets to 2 of them. If you see me, say what's up, man. Just say what's up. Trust me. If I act shy and quiet, that's just because I'm shy and quiet. I'm not like, what's up, my man? How are you, bro? I'm a little more quiet, but I will be friendly, and I'll be happy to see anyone. Both kinds of music, country and Western. I don't really know the difference, but I love country music, and play some Garth Brooks. We can do some George Strait. We can do some whatever, and just name it, and we'll do it. We can also do some Bye Bye Baby. And some bluegrass. When the Giants come to town, it's bye bye baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye bye baby. History's in the making at Old Park. Cheer for the batter and light the spark. If you're a fan of Giants baseball, sing bye bye baby. If you wanna be in first place, bye bye baby. Listen to the broadcast on KNBR, and you'll see who we are. We're the San Francisco Giants, and it's bye bye baby. San Francisco Giants, and it's bye bye baby. Yes, that's how we do it. Thank you so much. Eric, you need to listen to Who's Going to Fill the Shoes by George Jones and do a baseball for. Oh, okay. Okay. I can do that. George Jones. I will practice that one. Jim Thurl Kill. Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I look like George Jones. George Jones. Here's one of my favorites. I don't know if you know it here. I've had choices since the day that I was born. There were voices told me right from wrong. If I had listened, no, I wouldn't be here today, living and dying with the choices I made. I was tempted. By an early age, I found I like drinking, and I never turned it down. There were loved ones, but I turned them all away. Now I'm living and dying, the choices I made. I've had choices since the day that I was born. There were voices told me right from wrong, and if I had listened, no, I wouldn't be here today, living and dying, the choices I made. If I had listened, no, I wouldn't be here today, living and dying, the choices I made. There's George Jones winning one time, one day at a time. Yes, Hank Williams Jr. as well. Love all these guys. I know about the country music. I know about the country music. Trust me on that. We got Dave Auburn Giants, Earl Scruggs. Eric, what's going on? Want to be in first place. Bye-bye, baby. Thank you guys so much. The Giants win it today, and we're going to keep it up. Let's freaking do it. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the support, and we'll be back tomorrow. With another post-game show, off to Philadelphia, ladies and gentlemen, off to Philadelphia. And you guys know. Philadelphia. What do I think when I think of Philly? I think of Rocky, dude. I think of Rocky. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? So let's get this W. Off to Philly. Let's freaking go. Let's make it happen. And would it be something if we can sweep 4 games in Philly? That would be crazy. I don't know if we can do it, but we'll find out. So 3 out of 4 would be ideal. 2 out of 4, honestly, is acceptable. I mean, that sounds crazy, but the Phillies are one of the better teams. 2 out of 4 is acceptable. 1 out of 4 is unacceptable. And if we get swept, I'm going to lose my freaking mind. So you don't want to miss that. But hopefully that won't happen. Until tomorrow, guys, have a great day. Thank you again for the support. We're going hard. Let's make it happen. And we will talk to you tomorrow.
Swing, and there's a high drive into deep right field. Going back, Tatis at the warning track, at the wall. Goodbye!
Deep to right field. Range